Hey guys, it's your girl Imantheoriginal with another episode of the American Dreaming Cluttered series. And I really was really inspired to talk about this. So I'm cleaning up the clutter around my space, and I picked up this card, and it just, in the moment, it said thank you, I don't know what, if you guys, I don't know what your relationship is with God or spirit or anything like that, but I know that universe, spirit, God, creator, divine architect, divine creator is always communicating to us at all times, is always speaking to us. There's always things that are always speaking to us, and even if it's anyway, things are always, when your creator is speaking to you, when you have that relationship with your creator. And when I picked it up to thank you, I really felt in my spirit it was more of a thank you, a sense of gratitude from the creator, of just saying thank you for finally stepping into who you are, removing the clutter from your mind, removing the clutter from your spirit, and stepping into who you've been called to be, who I've created you to be. And the inspiration and the message and the word that I got from that specifically was, we are doing ourselves, yes, a justice and justice to the people when we are stepping into our divine power, but mostly, which is what we came here to live, to do, in on top of everything, is to glorify our creator, to glorify our creator, to glorify our creator. Yes, to glorify our creator. And when we begin to operate in who we've been called to be, we are glorifying who it is that created us. And we just give thanks for that. I am just so extremely thankful and filled with much gratitude when I am thinking about how far I've come in my journey, and just to be able to speak to you guys, to minister to you guys, and to be divinely inspired and to be used as a vessel by the divine creator to, in the past episodes, I talked about Andy Mineo's song Ex Nihilo, and he talks about making something out of nothing. And we're made in the image of God, and we make things that are meant to tear us down. We use that to cultivate and create what it is, our divine purpose, and what we've came here to do. We are the master manifestors. We are the divine alchemists made in the image of God, who was the first creator. Yes, we're made in that image. So it's beautiful when we can get a shout out from our creator saying thank you for tapping back into your energy. Thank you for removing all the gunk and being on this healing journey and understanding who you are. And Romans 8:28 is really coming up in my spirit right now. Romans 8:28, which states, this is one of my best scriptures. God works all things together for the good of those who love the Lord. God works all things together. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord is the scripture. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. So everything works. When you look at just the situations and circumstances, you feel oh, woe is me. And we talk about changing our perception, right? Changing our mindset. And who is in our head? Is it going to be that woe is me, victim, girl? Or it's going to be to say, all right, cool, good, I can handle this, because I know that all things are working together for my good. If I'm brought to it, then I can go through it. I can get through the process. I can go through this thing, because if I wasn't able to deal with what I've been handed, what I've been dealt, then I wouldn't have been dealt that card. So I'm just thankful for everything right now, and I'm really just in a spirit of gratitude that even the creator would even, just say thank you. The communication is always in the building. The divinity of just the communication. Spirit always speaking, and you have to be tuned into spirit speaking to you. So I'm just in a state of gratitude, and I was also just divinely inspired to speak this message to you all, so that y'all can hear, even in as I'm speaking, maybe spirit is speaking to you that thank you, because as you're listening to these messages and you're beginning to eradicate the clutter from your mind, from your spirit, eradicate the people, places, and things, uprooting the people, places, and things that are cluttering your mind, your spirit, because that's what it's about. Removing yourself from the gunk, removing the gunk out of you, removing yourself from the gunk and removing the gunk out of you, doing what you need to do for yourself, and just really creating your own destiny. No matter what it looks like or feels like. A lot of times they keep us in when we think about the built environment, right? I'm a sustainable designer, so I'm always talking about spaces and wellness and designing spaces, developing spaces that promote wellness, well-being, and just so that a person can be able to self-actualize, giving people the space to self-actualize who they are. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful to have that space to grow. That's what we need, space to grow. But instead, when you look at our built environments, we're on top of each other. We don't have that space. But I will say this, that is not an excuse to not break through. That's still not an excuse. Because if I'm saying all these things that God has, brought us to these spaces, or these are the situations these are just the cards that we've been dealt, so to speak. That doesn't mean that we can't break through. I'm thinking of a rose. The rose in the concrete is like, that's odd. A rose breaking through the concrete. Yeah, because the concrete is crimping the rose's style. But the rose said, I'm still gonna break through and I'm still gonna grow. I don't care about you being concrete. I'm gonna break through and I'm gonna grow. In the weirdest places, I'm gonna grow. It doesn't matter. Buddhists, they have the idea of the lotus flower, right? The lotus flower that is able to just break through. It's developed in the mud, in the gunk, and it's like But when it breaks through, it grows in the mud, and the mud feeds it. The mud feeds the lotus. And when the lotus is ready to bloom, it's like the most beautiful flower you ever seen, right? It's the most beautiful flower you've ever seen. And you wouldn't have known that it was in the mud this whole time, being grown, being developed. But that's with all of the things, the diamonds and all of the things, that the pearls, all of the things. It takes that pressure. It takes these experiences, the gunk, the dirt, the filth, the nasty, the clutter, all that shit. Yes, that shit. Look, shit actually makes shit grow, though. Literally, shit makes shit grow. Shit makes shit grow. So what you gonna do with the shit that you've been given? You feel me? Because we're all given shit. We're all given shit. So what are you gonna do with the shit that you've been given? Shit literally makes shit grow. As in manure, cow manure, they use shit to grow things. Shit creates energy. They use cow manure to create energy. Yeah. So we live in a fallen world, right? Where until we begin us, the original people, the oppressed people, we begin to self-actualize and then come into the fold as we're supposed to. Then that is when we'll create the world that that we deserve. But as long as we allow the others to keep us pressed down, we will never, ever, ever self-actualize, and we'll never be who it is that we can be to tear down the strongholds of the oppression, So thank you was the message that I was given by the Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for walking in your power. Thank you for walking into your original factory settings. Thank you for getting back to who you've been called to be. Thank you. We show much gratitude. The Spirit is saying these things. So I'm relaying this message to you that as you're listening, I believe that you're being cultivated in your inner man as well to be who you've been called to be. We thank you. The world thanks you. Humanity thanks you, because you have to show up as your true and authentic self, unbothered by the naysayers, unbothered by the projection of fear, because that's just what niggas is on. That's just the programming that niggas is on. So I'm not going to internalize that, because I'm going to stay in my belief system of faith, because I'm manifesting. I'm breaking through. That's what we're doing. We're getting the clutter out of our spirits. We're getting the clutter out of our minds. We're creating and designing spaces that are cultivating individuals for us to be self-actualized, for us to actually come into the fold and bring something to the table, which is ourselves, our innermost being, us. You bring yourself to the table, and you are the table. Yes. Know that, and know what you've been given. Know that you are the gift. Know that you are the gift. Like Kendrick said, we don't got the jewelry on us. We got the jewelry, you know what I'm saying, jewelry in us. It's in us. That power, it's in us. 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 And as we get the gunk out, as we get the fear out, as we transmute the energy of the shit that we've been given in whatever situation and whatever circumstance it is, as we transmute that energy, then we are able to then really self-actualize that power, self-actualize that power that's in us, that jewelry that's in us. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you. We got the jewelry in us. Word. So follow me again on Instagram, Imantheoriginal. Imantheoriginal. I'm excited. I'm excited for what is happening. I'm excited that many people are coming into who they've been called to be. I'm excited for the many people that are activating their fingerprints. Thank you. Imantheoriginal at gmail.com too, if you want to email me. And Imantheoriginal on Instagram. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.